Timmy plus 1,000. All right, hey, let's try these ones here. Oh, just kidding. You gotta play. You gotta pay real money. All right, let's close the game before we even get close to the 2-hour mark. So I guess I'm not gonna do a full review. This is just gonna be a quick review because we are refunding the game. I do not recommend this for anyone watching. The performance is no bueno. If you probably play it on PS5, you're okay, but at least on Steam you can get the refund, right? But basically, this is not a very good game in general. As someone said in the comments, probably better if they just kept to the formula of Let It Die 1 and continued doing it that way. You know, I trusted the IP and I'm like, this is gonna be good, you know? I'm very excited for this. It's another extraction type of game. It's like, if you think Arc Raiders, but Let It Die universe, it's exactly what it is. You have to pay $25 to get in. However, you have microtransactions for in-game consumables. So it is technically a pay-to-win if you can do any sort of paying where you have contents that is not available to someone who has not paid extra plus $25, it's more pay to win. The things that you can pay for are definitely going to be these extra bodies that you just can't get regularly, and obviously some of the consumables, albeit it's not the craziest advantage, it is quote-unquote still an advantage, so that's really unfortunate. They try to make this game seem like it's a seasonal game. Like this is season 1 and it's gonna end, next season is gonna end in like a couple of months or something, and then they say everything gets wiped except your cosmetics. So the whole goal of this game is to keep you kind of locked in and playing, so you level up characters, you level up your mastery, but all that's gonna go away after a while. Like I said, I really like the idea. Like, I wanted this to be a game that we can come back to and play a lot. It's just unfortunately not going to be that. And I think the breaking point for me was very specifically the gameplay. It just feels very bare bones. It feels like just a button masher, even though it has the sort of look like, oh, this is going to be a cool Dark Souls type of thing. It's clunky, man. It's very, very clunky. You roll, you have a big sort of delay off of that. There's no lock on. Weapons are cool looking, good models, 1 or 2 hit combos, and that's it. And then you have like a little tiny special attack with them. You know, everyone has a guard, it's whatever. I don't know, man. It's just not there. I don't think there's a good foundation here in terms of like what they can do for gameplay wise, and that's the biggest thing for me. But if gameplay was extremely fun, you know, running around monsters, fighting, leveling up, doing all that, I would recommend it. But you know, the fighting skeleton is just not great here. And add on to the fact that, like I said before, the performances, a little bit of microtransactions here or there. It's just too bad, man. So yeah, a lot of people didn't know this game was coming out. I really forgot it was coming out. Luckily, I write down a lot of the games on my list of like what's coming up that I want to play, and this one was on there, so I ended up getting it. But I'm gonna refund it now, so I'm gonna close the game and do all that stuff. That's too bad. However, tomorrow is Metroid Prime 4, Octopath Traveler 0. I'm gonna go pick them up, but double physical for the Switch. It's gonna be great. And then the day after, we have Marvel Tokon beta, so that's gonna be fun. So yeah, this game might change later. I doubt it. Some things that they can definitely fix is gonna be the performance issues. But this is like a game that they want people to play long term. They want this to be a live service type of game. But once again, the look of the game is so cool. I love the IP and look. It's just a little too bad. So that's it. That's all I have to say about this game. Too freaking bad, but it is what it is. Okay, so we just submitted our Steam refund. The game has only been out for a couple of hours. However, there's still a lot of negative reviews that I guess I want to, you know, I didn't want to read the reviews before making my own sort of comments on the game. So now that I talked about what I didn't like, let's see what everyone else didn't like as well. But I definitely did not want to keep playing, so you know, over the limit. So let's see. Oh wait, there's AI generated stuff. Let's see what you got. Background signboard textures, that's fine. Records images, infocast videos. That's the thing where it had the little puppets, right? This isn't what people were looking for. It's way slower. Can't co-op. No, give them credit. Isn't the same devs, I guess. I mean, if that's the case, maybe they shouldn't have even done it. But you know what? Yeah, you got to do something with it. Just didn't work out. Some parts of the voices and music. All right, let's see what people don't like about it. All right. Actually sad, not worth playing. I love Let It Die. You can buy currency for real money, gear and healing. It's already terrible. Holy cow! Didn't care about the AI stuff, so I'll get to the shoots within the first few minutes. Horrendously optimized. This is a big thing. That was a big thing, dude. Cutscenes lag, weird controls, similar to Made in Abyss. Is it really? Gaudy optimization, PvE, hardcore fans, blah blah blah. Debating refunding. Do it, homie. If you find Death Verse trash, don't buy this. First negative review I've ever written. Let It Die was fire. Inferno was a PvP only game. In my like hour and a half, I hadn't run into any PvP people yet. Rest in peace. They should have let you die instead. Why is this an extraction game? I actually am okay with it being an extraction game. The first one was more of like see how far you go, elevator type of deal. That was cool. But if this worked, I would have loved to play this as an extraction game. Back to Arc Raiders. This feels like it's going to be another flop. Better gameplay and graphics. They're trying their hand again in the Deathverse. Play a game where I made my character from nothing to rise, dearly missed. It has charm. Everything's like below 2 hours except this guy right here. The foundation's rocky, plethora of issues, weapons, blah, blah, blah. Purchasable with real money. Doesn't mean it's automatically bad. Not good ethically. If this was free to play and it had all that monetization, I'm okay with that. Anytime a game is free to play, I don't care. They can do anything they want monetization. Do anything they want as long as it's free to play. Then you can just say, well, don't buy it, right? Or don't play it. It sucks really bad. They should have not pulled it from Grasshopper manufacturer. At least they knew what they were doing. Look, we have some recommendations. Oh, crap. Here we go. Okay. You can't buy gear with real money. Only 2 consumables. Looks like this guy missed that you can buy bodies as well. You also can't sell in the auction house. Yes, there is an auction house. AI was only for some of the stuff. Not a big deal. I really don't care about the AI stuff. The game has permanent progression through masteries and temporary through cores. Lose all your gear. Blueprint and a shop. Green rarity. Really useless after rank 3. I've reached the 4th floor. Enemies keep getting weirder and weirder movesets, which is kind of fun. Combat is worse. How do you have a game that comes out 5+ years later with worse combat? Class bodies are only unlocked with death medals, which kind of sucks. Yeah. PvP is all that prominent. There aren't many people in each lobby. Fewer players are kind of like dark and darker with hell. It's multi-timed PvE with the progressions. There is a wipe system every season. New content, change floor layouts. Not a fan of wipes, but whatever. Solid 7. Okay. I'm an OG when it came on the PS4. I would say this to anyone who expects this to be like the original. I'm here to break the news. It's not like the original. It was alright, something new to give people the understanding. It does feel slow. I am sad there was no lock-on. And there was a shop that charges you real money and microtransactions. My main issue is the extraction part. I guess if you go in not liking extractions, this is also really bad. Yeah, because I did like the elevator loop of the first one. I think it was a good idea. Not many games did that, where it added in like some PvP stuff, the elevator stuff, so that was cool. Even if it did have that, pay to go to the elevator portion, pay to revive, etc. If it was free and something new, I had hopes. Arc Raiders is a bad game too. The comm is already dying off there. I liked Arc Raiders the first week or 2. I haven't jumped into it for a while because there's so many other games. I don't have a burning desire to continue Arc Raiders. Maybe I'll jump in when a new season happens or something. I say season, but you know how it is. And in this particular Arc Raider, anyone can do their own extraction. But whatever, maybe big content drop. That's what I kind of want to say. 14 minutes is too short. Maybe. Fun game needs to be optimized. Obviously, I'm really early. I'm having a good time. Smooth and combat feels good. Ugh. Oh God. Oof. Helldiver shrunk install 85%. What do they remove? What the hell can they have removed? Or maybe they changed some sort of files into like different formats. I don't like the movement at all. Quick and snappy from the first game to slow, sluggish, and floaty. That's exactly it. Slow, sluggish, and floaty. They could have set the same movements in the first game and build on top of it. And maybe back off the free-to-play freemium model. I'm not saying it's monetized to Let It Die, but set it up to be prepared, to which I don't like. What I like about the first one is quick, snappy, unapologetic, to the point. You hop in like a Souls noob and die, which you are expected to do. But let it flow so smoothly that death is ultimately meaningless. It feels different. It's no longer procedurally generated floors of Babylon. You can hide in grass. I don't like the movement though. Combat's slower. You can like the game. I just don't want to bother. Also, top tier music selection in the first game ain't here, so well, holy airball. Maybe the boss fights are good. I don't know. Graphics are nice, but I don't know, man. I was thinking of playing HD again, only for the PC. Helldivers. They had dupes for efficiency and discovered that's 85% of like extra resources and stuff. Better late than never. The game is too different from the original. Oh, 3-hour person here. It's such a good game. Music and graphics and combats are top notch. Everyone effing about PvPs is a soft baby bitch. Same with the microtransactions, just baby bitch. It's crazy how many people bitch that this is not just a Let It Die clone. You want Let It Die? Play that, you fucks, whimpering children. It's incredibly hard and challenging, which I love. 0 standards? I mean, all sorts of people, you know, all sorts of people. What are you gonna do about it? 3 hours. Ooh, our highest one so far. Let It Die. Insane. How many negative reviews? This audience wasn't meant for spouting they don't like the game. Entirely fake rage. Saying the voice actors are AI and don't care about that. Or death metals are pay to win. You can literally pay money in the original. We're complaining because this is a pay to get into the game. Except in this tide, you can pay for items, sure. But if you were a billionaire, it's not worth it. The problem is it's available that you can do. People love making negative reviews after playing a game for 20 minutes. This is an extraction PvE. It was not made for PvE fans or the originals. It's common knowledge. All right, dude. Well, that's enough reading the reviews. A lot of people getting that Delulu drugs. But a lot of the ones we saw earlier just make sense. And, you know, I agree with these other guys up here. Just bad. Unfortunate.